Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about how I was looking for a job in Germany. Normally people share only successful stories, but we should not forget that looking for a job, well, that process and the failures is also part of all that journey, all that success end, right? In the beginning of the March of 2020, I arrived to Germany for a holiday for 2 weeks. And while I was here, they closed the borders, announced the pandemic, and I get stuck. I'm not complaining. In Germany during the pandemic, the situation on labor market was not that good. A lot of those who were on full-time job, they've been moved to part-time. Those who had part-time contract, they've been fired and been hired again as freelancers. Yes, government tried to cover those expenses, but those lost. But I mean, situation was not good, but much better than in other countries. I was ready that it will take me like up to 6 months to find a job. For addition, I want to say I'm trying to find a job in Germany during the last 2 years while I was in Serbia. No one contacted me, mostly because of two reasons. First reason is my contact number was a Serbian number, which means I'm not in Germany. Second reason and main reason was that they always was asking, do I have a work permit or visa? Me, as an honest person, I was answering that I don't have a visa. And they were not even screening my application, they were not even calling me back, anything. Like, I really get zero call back. I don't count language knowledge for IT sector in Germany because that doesn't matter that much. Most of the teams are international, they speak English. In my defense, I want to say I speak 5 languages and learning German. Let's sell. I do not justify, but I do understand companies why they're choosing for people with the valid visa only. They don't want to risk it. They don't want to lose the time. The process of getting a job might last from 2 months to 18 months. I know a guy, like he applied 18 months ago and still they did not call him to get his document. He's still waiting for that. In most countries, this process might depend on the mood of the consular department of the embassy. I hired the lawyer who gave me a work permit, and as soon as I start stating on my CV that I had a work permit and put there my German number, they start calling. Only in August, I had 21 interviews plus a recruiter review, all unsuccessful. I was ready that people with more skill qualifications also lost jobs. I was ready that people with same skill qualifications, but those who are already in German market also lost jobs, and when companies will choose between them and me, they will choose them. I was ready for that. I was applying for the positions of full stack, front end and back end. First of all, because I had an experience. Second, because Berlin is IT center of the Europe if they fix the internet problem. Front end, React, Vue, Angular. My observation shows that new companies and startups, they work with React. They're looking for a React developer. The big companies, they're looking for Angular developer, but mostly because Angular is cool and it's written on TypeScript. Here, TypeScript is something special. I personally don't like TypeScript, but to get a job, I learned the basics. Backend. Almost no one was looking for a PHP developer. The most popular stacks for backend was Java, Ruby on Rails, Golang, Node.js and Python. I'm working with Node.js, that's why I was applying for the position with Node.js. Recruiting process. Step number 0 is recruiter calls you, screening your application just to check and ask some additional questions. The first step, HR department calls you and asks some specific questions like, do you have visa, what salary, do you want to work with small team and a big team, just asking these common questions. Second step, you talk with someone from tech team. It might be tech director, it might be junior developer, it might be senior developer. Third step is a coding challenge. They send you a test and give you 2 days, 2 hours, 20 days, depends according to the position you're applying and according to the stack you know. Fourth step is behavioral interview. Mostly project manager calls you to check how will you fit to the team or not, how will you react on different kind of situations. The last step I reached is a team interview. It's not like, guys, meet, this is Aziz. No, each part of the team asks you specific questions to understand how you will help them. During one of my interviews, junior developers were interviewing me. How do I know the juniors? It's written on their LinkedIn on their GitHub. There was another company where behavior interview, the guy was not interested talking at all. In order not to get this awkward silence, I was trying to keep the conversation, asking some questions I already know about the company. Then there was another company. I've been given 12 days to solve the coding challenge. I did it in 1 day. Then another time, the company gave me 2 days to solve the coding challenge, and the next day they called me, said they're canceling that position. And after some time I started feeling myself down, because it doesn't matter how strong you are, it will affect you if you get so many rejections. Until I get this one rejection that made my day and just boosted me to continue looking for a job. They said I showed a dedication for solving issues and I don't seem like a regular developer. Well, that really made me happy and confused, because I thought solving the issues, that's what developers do. I showed to be free-minded and they could not imagine me following roadmap tasks. What this means, a lot of companies, they don't looking for a developer, they looking for a coder. If we try to explain this in another word, coder is a translator who just translate from human language to the code language. That's it. The best rejection feedback I get, there was one company described one by one what I was doing wrong, even if this work with them didn't happen, but this experience that they gave me according to the rejection, that helped me a lot. We should not afraid of rejections, we should not afraid of feedbacks, we should not afraid of tests, even if we know we will fail, but we should try in order to know what exactly we do wrong. Advices, agile mindset. Imagine your boss give you a task, you have 1 hour to solve problem, like to write this code. Doesn't matter, will you be able to finish it or not? Your code should be written in the way that the person who will get it next after you will understand what you wanted to do. In practice, it's look like this. You write a code, you write functions, leave them empty. You give proper names to the functions, to give the whole sentence to the function name or variable name. But the person who will take the code should understand what this is for. Same with the tests. Tests are very important. Think about timeline story of your career. You can exaggerate it a little bit, but do not lie on the timeline story. You should have different CVs for different positions. For example, you had a managerial position in your career and now you're applying for a developer position. You for sure will be asked why, after being a manager, you now are okay to be an employee. Thank you for watching. I really hope my experience will help other people, or at least make their experience much easier. We are responsible for the knowledge we have. Our responsibility for the knowledge is not like, look, I know this, I'm cool. No, responsibility for the knowledge is that I know this, I master it, and now I'm using my skills to make life of other people much easier. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.